Good morning, YouTube. It is about 6:55. I just woke up. I wanted to wake up at 6, but I just kept hitting the snooze, so I woke up a little later. But I'm up now, and this is the day in the life vlog. Gonna start the day like I normally do, with some water. I usually make some coffee, but today I actually have some coffee from yesterday right here. So I'm gonna just reheat that. And we're gonna get going hydrated, gonna get going caffeinated, and start the day off right. All right, so we're trying to juggle these two drinks, and we're about to head back to the room and get started with my first part of the day. So, first thing I'm gonna do today is actually do some practicing. I like to start whenever I do start practicing, which is ideally first thing in the morning, early in the morning. Let me turn the actual lights on here. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on some sight reading, and I'm actually gonna review a few pieces that I need to have ready for some standards that I need to know and memorize. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna make sure that I do a little sight reading drill. So I got a book where it's just got small passages of music that I need to sight read and work on. So I'm gonna do a couple pages of the book, and then I'm gonna review some tunes, make sure that they feel sharp and you know, they're memorized and all that. So I'll start with that. It's officially a Monday when I'm doing this vlog, and Monday's usually when I kick off kind of all my work. I try to rest on Sundays, but last Sunday or you know, yesterday, which was Sunday, I usually try to rest, but I decided to go ahead and do some work because I just had a really bad week. So the week before, just things didn't work out. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna grab life by the horns. I'm gonna go hard this Sunday. So I'm a little ahead. That shouldn't change too much of what I'm doing. I'm just gonna try to stay ahead. But for that reason, instead of doing maybe 2 hours to start the day, I'm gonna start with one, just do one, and then I'm gonna do a few other things, and you'll check it out. So I'm gonna start practicing here. I'll let you guys know how it goes, and we'll take it from there. Yeah, actually, before I forget, here's my setup real quick. I got my piano hooked up here, and it's to the back of my wall here. So I'm gonna just start up and to give you an idea of the kind of jazz pieces I've been looking at. We got here Stardust and Skylark. I'm not actually working on these right now. I'm working on them overall, but not today, not in this hour. But yeah. All right, making some Toad in the Hole. I think I used to call it something else when I was younger. I have to ask my sister. I don't remember. But yeah, making some of that. Gonna brew some coffee. This is coffee numero dos. So we're gonna try to keep track today, actually, and see what number we get to. I can definitely promise this will not be the last one. Probably not a good thing, but it is my truth. And for the first time ever, it's Game-a-niece. Say hi to the people, Game-a-niece.
What's up? This is kind of weird.
This is Game-a-niece, aka Janet Garcia, also known as my sister.
Mm-hmm.
She is sipping her coffee with her wonderful birthday flowers still in bloom, doing some game work. Why am I in a room? Because I like to hang out here. Yeah, so I'm gonna play a little bit of FIFA here. Let me close the door because I like to close the door, even though it's Janet's room and she doesn't like me closing the door. I close the door. So yeah, I'm gonna play a little FIFA here. What this has to do with my practice? Actually, a lot, because it's how I like to chill. It's how I like to unwind, and you know, I really love soccer, so for me, playing FIFA is a way of life, which it is for millions and millions of other people. So yeah, so I'm going to play a game or two, probably just a game, because I have some other things I want to work on, and other games I also want to play. So gaming is obviously a big part of my life. I think you can tell that also from my channel, since we talk so much about game audio. We have the VGM podcast, so I found ways to kind of also marry them into my passion, but also even just not, you know, just like FIFA. It's just fun playing games. It's fun playing sports sims, and I enjoy those things, and I try to do a little bit of it as regularly as I can, which luckily for me is pretty good. So yeah, so we're gonna boot it up here. I'm currently doing a tournament. Well, actually, not a tournament. well, yes, technically it's considered a tournament, but it's more of a season. Playing as the Blackburn Rovers in a team in England. I'm playing in the second division. You check out the table here. I'm doing pretty good. The year started rough, but now I'm fifth. I'm in fifth place, and I think first place is out of contention if you see the gap's too big. But everything else is still on the table. I think I've caught up to where they are in regular life. I'm like a month behind, so I'm catching up to where we are in actual life. And yeah, I'm playing Sheffield United today, and hopefully we have a good game. Maybe I'll show you guys the score after. All right, talk to you in a little bit. Okay, so the game's over, and it did not go as I planned. Lost 1-0 here. I felt I was having some good games in FIFA as of recently, but today just wasn't my day. Lost 1-0. Was unable to kind of create any type of offense, so I struggled a lot. And, you know, some games are like that. You just lose. So it's frustrating, but I got to keep it going. I'm still going to play a little bit more video games, but right now I'm going to go play this EA original Unravel, which is an older game. I played Unravel 2. I'm going to play Unravel 1 now. I'm doing so for some research for the VGM podcast. The next episode coming up, I'm going to do it on the music from Unravel. So I'm going to play a little bit more of the game, listen to the music in the game setting, and then I'm going to give my thoughts and put the podcast up here on actually this YouTube channel. So if you're watching this when it goes live, it should already be available. So go ahead and feel free to check that out once this vlog's done. But yeah, unfortunately lost 1-0. So I'm gonna have to take that one on the chin, and hopefully I can bounce back later on when I play FIFA again. So I'm working on this character theme for some video game music. So that's what I'm working on. I got the first couple ideas down. So I have a little bit of both going on right now. I have the music written here, and I have my piano over here, same one obviously that I practice with. And let me turn it on because we're about to get started. Still works, look at that. So we got that going now, and I'm gonna probably move back and forth a little. The way I like to work on it, especially right now, is I don't have any ideas. So if I have an idea that's really good, I'm gonna play around with it on the computer here, on the piano, and then if I really think it's solidified and I want to actually put it into the music, then I'll write it then. So I start just playing and figuring out the idea, and then when I think it's worth actually using, then I put it down on paper. Everyone's different. That's kind of how I've been working on it for a while. That works for me. Only when I don't have a piano accessible or any type of thing like that, maybe I'll work the other way. But generally I like to play it, figure it out, then put it on paper and figure out the rhythm that needs to happen or whatever. So, or the way the rhythm needs to look on paper compared to what it sounds like. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do that then. I'm going to start my composition work here. And then we'll move forward to the next part of the day after that. So, all right, let's get this work started.
Get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money. Stacking the cake makes rainy days sunny. Want me to get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money. Stacking the cake makes rainy days sunny. Get the money. 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 Get the money.
There is a lesson you must learn. Play with fire, you must get burned. The moment is
Get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money.
That hour, those I just composed for 2 hours, and they were super interesting. First hour, I felt good, I felt great, I got a lot done, it was awesome. And the last hour, I was just frustrated, I was upset. you know, I got a couple things done, but it didn't really feel like it was very productive. But I know that's part of it, right? To get the good hour, you need to have the bad hours, and then hopefully next time I get on the piano or on the computer to compose, it's better. But yeah, it was definitely like the two sides of it, like the good and the bad. But hey, the good thing is I got it done. I got some work done, and work guarantees work. I say it all the time. Me getting on the piano, getting on the computer, working on a composition, all that promises is that I'm gonna be on the computer, on the piano, working on said composition. Doesn't mean it'll be good, doesn't mean it'll be productive, doesn't mean anything. But if you keep doing that consistently, good's gonna come out of it. So I think some good came out today, some not so much. But that's kind of it, you know, I kind of compare music and composing and work. Sort of like, I'm not a fisherman, but like kind of like fishing. You just gotta go out there with your tools and be there in the lake, fishing, that's it. You can't guarantee you're gonna make a big catch that day or you'll even get anything. But I can guarantee if you don't go, you're not gonna get it. So you gotta go out there and keep getting it. You'll improve, get some better tools, all that kind of stuff. So I feel the same way about music and composing especially. Same thing, looking for gigs, all that. So yeah, I'm gonna get a quick bite of food. There's some food in the house. I'm gonna eat some and then change. You see, I can already see that I shaved, so I'm good to go. And then, you know, in about an hour or so, I'm heading out to do some teaching. So yeah. All right, we're in the car now. I'm gonna make this brief because I am about to start driving, and that's pretty much why I'm gonna make it brief, because I'm gonna start driving. So yeah, I'm heading to do some teaching now. I teach kind of all day. Well, not all day as you've seen what the day looks like, but all afternoon. So I'll be pretty busy here doing that. As far as that goes, it'll be a few hours, like I said, and yeah, that's how the rest of my Monday afternoon will go. Just to give you an update, what we'll be doing later on, I'll be back at it. Probably doing a little bit more piano practice. That's where my focus usually is at the evening. But yeah, it's an all-day thing. Doing compositions, doing some practicing, and you know, doing some teaching. So today's a real busy day. It's a little busier than usual. That's why I picked it. I thought it would be an interesting vlog, but also it's not that much more different than most days. Most days involve some or all of these elements. The only day, like I mentioned earlier, that I even get close to rest is Sunday. The closest I get to rest is Sunday. Not this Sunday though, because I had such a rough week that I kind of hit the ground running and worked on Sunday, as far as like practicing and all that. But yeah, Mondays are a little busy, and every day has some element of all the things I talked about, except mostly Sundays where I do rest. But yeah, I'm a little tired. That little power nap did help a little bit, but at the same time, since I woke up a little later in general, it meant that everything got pushed to the point where I pretty much haven't had any like relaxation time, minus that FIFA match that I lost and a little bit of Unravel that I played, which I really liked actually. It's really good. I mean, I know the game's good because I played Unravel 2 and I watched my sister play Unravel 1 the first time, a lot of it too. So I already knew it was a good game, but still, when you actually play it and you're engaged with it and you're listening to the soundtrack and thinking of what I'm going to say about it, it was really fun. And you know, obviously I'm going to really dive in. I'm going to go hard on that game this week, try to do everything there is to do in that game. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was even more fun than I thought it was going to be, and I already thought it was going to be pretty fun, so that's cool. So yeah, we'll get out of here pretty quick. Next time you guys see me, it's going to be real dark. I'm planning on hitting up a Starbucks. I got a little gap in between students today, so I'm going to hit up a Starbucks. I'm not going to show any of my students or anything like that, because I don't want to ask them or invade their privacy, and I don't want to ask them even to have them on there anyways. So you won't see them. I'm a teacher who never shows their students like that. I know a lot of teachers who do, and I love like their Instagram accounts and stuff. I'm not knocking them, but I just personally don't feel comfortable. Even if they were like, oh, it's totally fine or it's fun, you know, if they really came in front of me and told me they wanted me to do that stuff, then yeah, sure. But personally, I just, it's not something I'm interested in sharing that with. So I don't. So yeah, so you won't be seeing them, unfortunately. For y'all, if you're interested in that, yeah, you won't see my students. I have students of all ages, and it's really interesting, you know. I think today most of my students are young, but I really do have a wide range, you know. I have people as young as, like, you know, 5, and as old as, like, you know, older than me. I have students older than me who are like adults or like grandparents even. It's really interesting seeing myself kind of work with everyone from all different levels. Like, I don't know how to play the piano at all. I've been practicing for a year. I'm trying to go to college. You know, I'm trying to, you know, revive the skill I had back in the day. So it's really cool helping so many people doing it in so many different ways. And it definitely, I think, makes me a better musician and a teacher, obviously. I think a lot of musicians knock teaching. They're like, oh, it's not playing gigs. But personally, I really like it. And I think it makes me that much better because I have to approach my instrument from so many different angles. And it's one thing to play. It's one thing to be able to break it down where anyone can understand it. And then when you have those students that are at a higher level, they kind of bump heads with you a little bit. They push back a little, and you got to challenge them and show them you know, and prove that your way is the better way to go about accomplishing the goal, which is very hard and like a difficult, you know, complex piece or something. So I find that it really does help me, and I hope I'm able to teach to some extent, kind of forever, honestly. I'm working on obviously my jazz projects and my video game projects, so at a certain point it might get to the point where those take over so much that I just don't have the time. But I hope that doesn't, one, become true for a while in a way. Obviously, if I get a great opportunity, you know, I gotta probably take it, especially in the video game realm. I don't think I've ever told anyone this in the, like, besides my personal family and stuff, but I actually don't have any interest in doing like a 20 city tour for like a month and a half or something. I do not want to do any of that. I love being in the city with my family and seeing them every day. I look at gigging more like, you know, if you want to compare it to sports, I'm more like a football player, 16 games, than a baseball player. I feel most jazz musicians are more like baseball players. They're out there every day doing a gig, and that's great. I love it. I go to a good amount, and I'm gonna have I have my own gigs, and I'm gonna ramp those up a little bit more so they're a little more active. But honestly, like, I just don't have an interest in that. I don't like that lifestyle. I like being at home even if I'm still working. I don't want to be away. I'm already away from everyone that I care about, like my girlfriend and stuff. You know, she works in the morning. So she doesn't see me when I'm literally out of the house. She's not there. The time's already so limited. If I was, you know, if I replaced that with like a night gig, then when would I see her, you know? And that matters to me. That's an aspect of my life that I don't think a gig's gonna, you know, take over and make worth it. So for me, it's just like I said, it's not something I'm interested in. If someone right now had a European tour set up for me or something like that, which no one would because I'm not working on that, but let's just say they were, I'd have to say no because that's not something I want. I'm not hating on anybody. I love people who are doing those things because that is what they want to do and they're doing them, and that's amazing. But for me, it just doesn't fit the lifestyle I want to have. That's why I'm more on the composer route, and just, you know, when you hear about a gig from me and I'm telling you to go, you should definitely go because I don't have too many and I'm probably doing some fire stuff. Like, I'm still, as you guys can see, well, for today, but in general, I'm practicing every day. I'm practicing regularly. I'm pushing hard. I'm way better now than I ever was. And I'm going to gig way more this year than I ever have. But it's still never going to be to the point of like some of my session friends who, you know, it's like every day they're doing that. I'm not interested in every day. I'm interested in, you know, a handful of times every month. Just enough to keep myself sharp, keep audiences engaged, you know, get some, you know, income going in. You know, it's an aspect of my life, but it's not the main aspect. And if it was up to me, like magic wand, I'm working in a big AAA studio, working on some music for a video game. That's like my penultimate goal at this point. That wasn't even my goal last year. So, you know, things do change, but I really do feel like it fits my life better. I'd be able to come home, you know, at night, or I can work at home, and, you know, I'm still being creative and it's being shared. And then I love video games, and like you're mixing different medias and attaching images to, you know, moving images to music, and I think that's awesome. So it kind of fits everything that I do. It's like a kind of like perfect marriage of all the things I like and how I like to do them. But like I said, I'm kind of just going on a tangent here. I'll wrap it up soon. But one of the things too is I hope I always get to teach at least a little bit, even if I'm super busy. I hope I can squeeze in, like, let's say, I work at a AAA studio, right? And I'm composing music, and it's like a full-time, all day work. I hope I at least have a day, like a Saturday morning or something, where I can teach a few students, just a handful. I would hate for it to ever have to go away. If it has to, it has to. But like I said, that's definitely not something in the near future. But it's honestly, it is a possibility down the road, years from now. So hopefully I can always find a way to kind of do all of that. Because like I said, I'm not, no hyperbole. I do like teaching students. I do find a lot of value in it, and I think it's great. Each one teach one, where everyone who's a musician also teaches another one. We pass the music on and stuff. And I think it also helps me. Like, honestly, it really does. It makes me a way sharper musician because I just stay locked in my zone. And then I look at it like music. I think when I'm listening to music, when I'm playing music, when I'm teaching music, it's all the same to me, which I know some people will be like, what are you talking about? But at the end of the day, it's all about good music. When I'm an audience member, I want to hear good music. And if I don't hear good music, I think about what's lacking. Is the bass is off with the drums, is the lyrics is just not there, the instrumental is just mediocre. Like, what's making this not be a great experience, right? And if it's a great experience, then awesome, I'm enjoying a great experience, and I'm just soaking in good music. That's how I am as an audience member. As a performer, obviously that's my job. I'm supposed to make the music sound good. I'm supposed to make this standard sound good. I'm supposed to really swing and improvise well. And when I have an original, have a beautiful melody that meshes with the harmony. That's my job. I'm the one creating the good music. And hopefully if it is good, the people are appreciating it, and it's a positive experience for everybody. When I'm a teacher, you're kind of in the middle. Because sorry, my brain kind of turned off for a minute. When you're a teacher, you're kind of in the middle because you know what you want to hear. You know what would make this performance good, but you cannot do it. So you're held back from being able to do it. You can't do it. The student has to do it. And you got to get them to do what you know is going to create the good sound. And that causes a different challenge. But at the end of the day, all of them have the same goal. Good music, good sound, enjoyable experience. And my role changes whether I'm an audience member, a performer, a composer, or an instructor. But the goal is the same. And I think that's beautiful and it's awesome. And the way it connects and the way it's all enhancing my ability to be around and work with good music, it is truly the joy of my life. It's what I dedicate my life to. At the end of the day, I want to be around good sounds, man. Whether I'm the one making them, whether I'm the one composing them and someone plays them, whether I'm listening to them, or I'm helping someone else make those good sounds happen. So it's all the same to me. So that's awesome, and that's kind of like the way I approach all aspects of my day-to-day. So yeah. All right, so I'll talk to you guys probably next time we talk. I'll be at the Bucks, drinking a coffee, and then seeing whether I'm going to listen to some music and on my headphones for a little bit in my little gap of students. Or I also got a game audiobook that I got for Christmas that I'm wanting to check out. So I'm gonna do one of those two things when I'm over there at Starbucks. So I'll see you at Starbucks in a little bit. That's what you said. That was the case. That would be 33%. All right, so we are back. Look, she's right where we left her at 9 a.m.
It's been 14 hours.
Not that much. That would be 11. Well, it's been 13 hours. So it's been let's see. Let's do the math. Everyone together.
At 14 hours.
If we left her though at 9, and it is 9, it's been 12 and a half hours. So anyway, I just got back into the house, changed, so I didn't go dressed like this to work to do some teaching. I was gonna do some talking in the car on the way back, but it was so dark that you guys wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. So just imagine the driving you saw earlier, but with the sun not there, and that's what it looked like. So right now, still got a busy day despite it being 9:41, which is ridiculous, but I'm gonna go practice right now. And then after that, I'm gonna help my girlfriend with some work she needs to do. I'm just gonna help her with some grunt work, and then I'm gonna do a little working out, and then I think we're gonna call it a night. So that should be around midnight or so. So as you can see, day started at 7, I think, and it's gonna end at midnight. So it's the full day. So but before we do that, we are going to get a beverage for the adults, which in this story is me. So this little mini fridge here, this little guy, or this little fridge is the best. I'm surprised I haven't given it a name yet, but yeah, it's a legend. So anyway, got myself some Moon Whistle from yesterday. So we're gonna open this bad boy up, and we're gonna go ahead and drink it. So come with me to the kitchen. I'll get a glass. Let's say bye to Game Niece. I don't know if we're gonna see her again. We might, but I can't guarantee that because I don't know. All right, so walking over, getting a nice glass here, and yeah, I'm gonna get a beverage here and drink it while I practice. I know what you're thinking. Aren't you gonna work out later? But it's really just an ab thing, and I decided that whatever, man, I'm just gonna do it. So it is what it is, as the kids say. So here we go. I'm an avid beer drinker. I love beer. I love different types of beer. The good beer, the cheap beer, all of it. It's all good. Still got the Christmas tree up. It's January 14th, and Christmas doesn't end until we say so. And we say it's still kind of a couple days left. So that's how we're doing things here. Yeah, so this beer right here, it's pretty weird. This Moon Whistle here, it has this like round top, so you can't really open it and drink out of it. I've been meaning to contact the brewing company and ask them why they did it like that, or if they think it's totally normal to drink out of it. But you'll see when I open it, it just doesn't look like, it looks like it's necessary to have a glass. So here, I'll show you what I mean once I open it. So take a look at that. So right, doesn't that not look like something you can just drink out of like that? So I always use a glass. Again, I don't know if that's a rule, but maybe I'll message them after this and see what they say. Or maybe there's something on there might be something on their website mentioning that way, because it's a pretty interesting way of bottling the beer. Okay, so there it is. I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna work on actually I need to think about what I'm practicing. I think I'm actually going to work on the Stardust and Skylark song. If you look at the beginning of the vlog that I said I wasn't working on, now I'm going to work on it now. I want to kind of work on my soloing with that. So I think I'm going to do that now. So we'll work on that, and we'll work on a couple of the pieces within that in the hour. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so that's it for now. So it's now 12:22. Game Niece is in the room.
Hey.
I'm in my room now. Finished practicing, finished working out. I was gonna do a little like time lapse thing of me working out, but I kind of forgot. So yeah, I'm on brew number 2 or so here. Now I'm drinking old style. So like I told you, didn't I tell you earlier? I'm a diverse beer savant. So yeah, so I'm drinking that. I have a little bit of time. No one's really going to bed here, so I'm still hanging out and chilling, but I'm going to upload my YouTube video. Not this one, obviously, because I'm recording it, but I have another one that's going up going up tomorrow morning. So I'm not going to tell you guys the dates and stuff because it's already going to be way after this one. So it's really not relevant, except for it's part of this day. So I'm going to upload that video. So I'm going to just chill out here, drink a beer. I got the incense going. I'm a big fan of incense. I love lighting incense, so it's actually my last one in my batch, then I gotta get some more. So I'm lighting some incense. I'm just gonna upload this video real quick, and I'll put up one more video here when I go to bed, which hopefully is like 1-ish or so. So we'll see. It's been a long day, but it's been a lot of fun. All right, it's 1 a.m. The videos are uploaded. It's time for bed. So thanks for checking out the vlog if you made it this far. I'll see you for the next one. It's been fun. All right. Good night.